Hello everyone, I am Left, and welcome back to a brand new video today, and I have kind of a special video today for you guys. It's going to be my big thank you for 1,000 subscribers video, and what it's going to be is it's going to be a commentated, like, in-depth guide to playing Crystal Kestrel. I've seen a lot of you guys asking this, like what to build, what you do, what you don't do, different ways to use your abilities and such. So I have a gameplay in the background today. It's me playing with my guildmates. I'm not really sure how long I'm going to be talking, so I will edit the video as such. So it could be 15 minutes, it could be 10. So today I am going to be, well, first just let me thank you guys formally for hitting 1,000 subscribers. That's really cool. It's a milestone that I was hoping to hit before summer came, and now that I have, it's just really cool that 1,000 people have tuned in to watch my videos, and that's just, I don't know, it's just really cool for me. So thank you all for that so much. I apologize that I can't do any giveaways or anything because I'm a broke teenager, but that's that. So let's get into talking about some CP Kestrel crystal. So Kestrel is a very unique type of hero in the fact that if you get jumped on, or with Crystal of course, Crystal Kestrel is unique in the fact that if you get jumped on, you're dead. Unless you have an Eve of Harvest and you can somehow outburst the melee carry that's on you, you are dead. Just like DEAD, there's nothing you can do if a melee carry gets decidedly on top of you while you're CP. So that is sort of, that's basically her fatal flaw, and that is why you've got to play a certain way with her, and it's a way that I've been doing since she came out. So first off, let's just kind of go through her skills. So of course you all know her A skill is Glimmer Shot. It's just your standard arrow, straight line, crystal damage, weapon damage. Some people don't know that the Glimmer Shot range changes when you go from crystal to weapon power. When it's weapon power, it's way shorter, which is the reason why I am just an awful weapon power Kestrel. I did crystal first, and probably if I had done weapon first, I would be a weapon power Kestrel. But I guess it's kind of just like throwing a ball. When you're little, the first hand you pick it up with, that's the one you go with, and it just feels weird to do the others. So for me, it's always going to be Crystal, and for Crystal, you get that longer range on your Glimmer Shots because you get the pierce through splash damage on it, which is always really nice. So what you've got is you've got your Glimmer Shot with a crystal ratio, can hit multiple targets, and splashes through farther than the weapon power Glimmer Shot. So the way I use this to my advantage is I do one of two things. One, I'm almost always at my maximum range. If I can choose, I'm always at my maximum range. The maximum range is something really, it's very large. It's like about as long as Scarf's fireball range, so it's a pretty long range. And the weapon power range is of course shorter than that, but Crystal Kestrel's hit range is so long. Well, weapon power can hit for the crystal damage, but it doesn't do anything. So Crystal Kestrel has an incredibly long hit range, and you have to use that to your advantage. Always, like, stay on the edge of your hitbox if you can choose. So you might see, like, little clips in here, or clips in my montages where I'm just, like, kind of standing in a really weird spot trying to get a good shot. That's because I don't want to be near that glade, and I don't want to be near that Taka, and I want to be at my maximum range, doing my damage from a safe space. So I can't believe I just said safe space. But okay, so that's kind of the lowdown on Glimmer Shot. And also, actually I have two more things about Glimmer Shot. And wait, no, one more thing. You can use, or the Glimmer Shot has a reload time, 4 charges of course. If you can get used to nailing that reload time, like, it might sound simple, but I've trained, like, my internal clock to be able to nail that Glimmer Shot reload right as it comes back up. Can basic attack right as it comes back up, come out of Camo right when it comes back up, use my ultimate right after it comes up. It's just really, really useful to be able to time your Glimmer Shot reload. because of course on Crystal Power you're not probably going to have attack speed in the way of an alternating current, because that kind of sucks on CP Kestrel. So you are going to be wanting to train yourself to like know when that reload is going to happen. Listen for like the click of the bow. That is just kind of the advice I can give for nailing that reload time. So let's move on to her B skill now, Active Camo. Now this is such a like nuanced skill, it's crazy. So Active Camo, Kestrel turns invisible, leaving a mist trap at her feet. If she does damage to anybody in the trap, it explodes, dealing crystal damage and stunning them. She cannot activate it while taking damage, but bonus weapon power reduces the forced cooldown on the skill, and crystal power increases the duration of the stealth. Weapon power also increases the speed of the run during stealth. So many stats lumped into Active Camo, and some people max Active Camo all the way out. I don't. I'm not one of those people. I like Glimmer Shot for my primary source of damage, and my ultimate for the big finisher. So basically, Active Camo is like your safe ability. You obviously don't want to be trying to use Active Camo when you've been jumped on, because you're dead. That's just kind of it with Kestrel if you get jumped on. So essentially with Active Camo, what you want to do when you're playing against something like Taka, Rona, Koshka, Glaive, any melee hero that is looking to jump on you with a gap closing skill, you are going to want to start the fight invisible. Now you might be wondering, what, just leave my teammates to die 2 versus 3? But no, that's not what you do. What you do with Active Camo is if you see a Taka, if you see him just like go invisible, fight's about to start off, or if you just kind of sense that you're about to get X-Retsu'd, just invis. And once you see him use that X-Retsu, most Takas are going to be twitch, 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 I have to use my X-Retsu sometime in this fight. Once he uses that cooldown, then you come out of Camo and start blasting the other team with arrows. So same goes for Afterburn, Into the Fray, Pouncy Fawn on Koshka, any melee gap closer, Jules Rocket Leap, although that one's kind of like hard to hit, but the knockaway damage if she misses it does trigger your cooldown. So basically what I'm telling you to do is be late. You gotta be late to the fight if you're playing CP Kestrel against some, against some melee gap closers. So essentially what I'm talking about, I keep saying that, but what I'm kind of talking about is start the fight on a plethora of traps. Like, you're going to be invisible for the beginning of the fight, and another perk of that, besides them wasting their gap closers, is that if they actually do manage to get to you, you're sitting on like 2 or 3 mist traps, and you can stack those like you might have saw me do in my Spring Storm montage against that Krull. So you can stack the mist traps, know that, like even if they're on top of each other, you can just go pow and then pow, and that's basically an instant shot, instant kill. So you can stack those, you can easily stack the Active Camo traps, and basically it is also your, it's also your scouting skill. Now, if the enemy Catherine or support has a contraption, not so much. Contraption's a hard counter to Kestrel. The way I like to play Active Camo on offense, not defense, is I like to just randomly run into the enemy jungle and just start scouting around. Once you get like that Shattered Glass and a couple more crystal items, your stealth time is so long you can run around through the enemy jungle and get back while your invisibility is off cooldown again and without them seeing you at all. So that's just like a really good way to use Active Camo. But if they have vision, just don't, like at all. Don't try if they have tons. If you've noticed they have tons of vision, it can be really good for like knowing when to set up a gank, knowing if you can like if you go down there and you don't see their support, you must be up in lane, so you can probably invade. So it's just a really good overall tool for just scouting through the enemy jungle, and maybe even stealing away a few camps if you're kind of far ahead and you think you can take a 1v2. So as well as that, you can, if you get a little bit of cooldown speed and a bunch of crystal, you can set traps while invisible. Now this isn't exactly super practical. Well, it isn't really super practical, it's probably one of the most fun things to do. You set a trap under somebody who's not moving, and you use your ultimate on them, it's just instant death. Like, it's actually a one-shot kill. So that's just kind of a more fun use of active camo. So that is the end of that. Let's get into my favorite and her best skill, one shot, one kill. One shot, one kill. With this, your goal is to make sure nowhere is safe on the map. You saw like that 15-second clip I uploaded yesterday. Nowhere is safe on the map if you can aim your one shot, one kill. Now, I do advise getting some cooldown speed, whether it be an aftershock or a clockwork, just to make sure that your one shot, one kill is always up. It has a low cooldown anyway. Clockwork will put it down to like 20 seconds. At level 3, of course, and that's just an amazing cooldown. It's such a versatile skill that having that low cooldown just makes it that much better. You can use it to start a fight, you can force them to disengage. If you see them, say, taking the minion mine, you can just pop their like laner across the map with one shot, one kill, force them all to go home with Ringo or something because you just took them down to like quarter health, and you can use that opportunity to take the Kraken. You could force, or you can also use it as a finisher, like you usually see me use it in my montages. Well, that Arden thinks he's escaped. Well, not when I have my one shot, one kill off cooldown. So, pro tip for some of you new players, you can actually aim exactly where you want it to go by tapping on the map, by activating one shot, one kill, dragging across the map, and tapping a specific place on the mini-map that you want it to go. So, most of you guys probably already knew that, but for you new players, hopefully that's a helpful tip. So, also with one shot, one kill, the base damage that it deals is weapon power, but that doesn't stop it from being even more powerful with crystal power. It has a 200% crystal ratio, which means that you can be hitting for over 1,000 damage. That's like same as Saw's Shank if they're low on HP. So, with one shot, one kill, basically, there's not much else to say about it other than make sure they know never to stay engaged on low health, never to show themselves on vision with low health, because you, me, anyone who I'm hopefully helping to play Kestrel Crystal can just pop them across the map with one shot, one kill. With a low cooldown, it's spammable. You can use it for all kinds of things: engage, disengage, force them to stop engaging. But do beware of the, Do beware of the lock in place. Don't try to use this if the fight is coming to you. You will be locked in place for that annoyingly long amount of time, and you will be jumped on, and you'll die. So, that is it for one shot, one kill. Now let me just give you guys an overview. Crystal Kestrel is difficult to play because of the hindrance on her active camo. People feel way more natural with weapon because of the attack speed, the crits, and the fact that you can use camo while you're taking damage. It feels a lot like Taka. So with Crystal, you just have to throw all that out the window. You're playing an entirely different hero than weapon power, and you know you have that like big extra range. So abuse it. Like abuse the extra range on the Crystal Glimmer shot. So many enemies, they message me after like, how are you hitting me from that range? And just abuse the range on Glimmer Shot, know when to active camo, and make sure they always know that you're ready for that one shot, one kill. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this little guide. Hopefully you found it useful, informative. I'm unfortunately going to have to keep ratings disabled because there's a like regressive left brigade on my channel right now. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Leave a comment if you did. Tweet me at whatever. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Hoping to get some more out before the summer ends. And that is going to be all for today, guys. Goodbye. Oh, never mind. That's not all for today. I forgot to include a build. So basically my build right here, Shatterglass, Broken Myth, Clockwork. Also, if I'm ahead and I feel like I can manage my energy well, I go Shatterglass, Broken Myth, Aftershock. Aftershock doesn't give you that extra energy, but it's really, really good because it synergizes with Glimmer Shot. It counts as a basic attack. So that's going to be my build, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed, learned something useful. Also, stick a Clockwork on the end whenever you need it because Kestrel's played with Clockwork. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.